So when you begin to read, they panic. When you organize, they tremble. When you unify across borders, they conspire. Why? Because a generation of Africans who know the game, who see beyond the aid packages and debt traps, who refuse to sell their futures for short-term illusions. Such a generation is unstoppable. They fear not your rage, but your clarity. They fear not your weapons, but your wisdom. They fear not your protest, but your purpose. The awakening has begun. Look around, you feel it in your bones. There is a stirring in our villages, a fire in our cities, a hunger in our youth that no IMF policy can extinguish. From Burkina Faso to Mali, from Niger to Uganda, from South Africa to Ethiopia, the veil is lifting. The spell is breaking. This is not just a political shift. It is spiritual. It is ancestral. It is prophetic. You are not just living through a revolution. You are the revolution, the reckoning on. For years they have extracted from us with impunity gold, oil, diamonds, cocoa, bauxite, uranium, and yet we remain the poorest continent in the world. No, this is not chance. It is by design. Well, here's what they didn't expect. That we would wake up, that our people would begin to connect the dots, that we would call out the lies, that we would dare to confront them not with hate but with truth. And truth is the most dangerous weapon of all. This reckoning is not about revenge. It is about justice. It is about restoration. It is about dignity. It is about telling the world, we are not your territories, we are your creditors, and it's time to settle the account. The shift cannot be reversed. You see, once people see the bars of their cage, they no longer mistake it for freedom. Once people taste sovereignty, they no longer beg for scraps. And once people remember who they are, they become ungovernable by lies. So yes, expect pushback, expect propaganda, expect infiltration, expect threats, because when an empire begins to lose control, it will do anything to maintain the illusion. But their fear is not your signal to retreat. It is your confirmation you're doing something right. This is your time. Africa, this is your moment. Not next year and not after the next election. Now, what is, you don't need permission, you need purpose. You don't need saviors, you need strategy. You don't need pity, you need power. The kind that is rooted in unity, history, and unwavering truth. Let every African leader know, if they do not serve the people will rise. Let every foreign investor know, if they come to exploit, they will be exposed. And let every African youth know, your time has come. You are the nightmare of those who built empires off our silence. You are the dream of your ancestors finally awake. You are the warning and the prophecy fulfilled. The chains are breaking, the masks are falling. The reckoning is here, and if fear is seen, it is your awakening. We have entered the age of African reckoning. To every young African listening to the sound of my voice, to every elder who kept the truth alive in whispered stories, to every mother who prays over empty plates with unshaken hope, to every child who walks barefoot through dusty roads, dreaming of something greater. Hear me clearly now. The age of African reckoning has begun. Not with violence, not with hatred, but with truth, with clarity, with resolve forged in the fire of centuries of injustice. We are not begging anymore. We are not negotiating for scraps from colonial tables. We are building our own table from African wood, carved by African hands, for African generations. From silence to thunder. For too long our cries were ignored. Our pain was politicized, our suffering monetized, our silence weaponized against us. But now we speak not with bitterness but with boldness, not to seek pity but to demand justice. They thought we were buried, but they forgot we are seeds. Let the world hear this. Africa is not waiting to be saved. Africa is rising to save itself. We are uniting across borders drawn by foreign hands. We are building systems that serve the people, not puppets. We are reclaiming our narratives, our currencies, our futures. Let the world hear this declaration echo through every institution built to contain us.